God almighty, remember what started this shit for me. In the month of August, I wanted to test the waters with gullibility like I've always tested in psychology. I didn't need nobody's permission to take that test on the internet system. I didn't need nobody's permission. So what I done was around after July, I thought, well, you're going to be battling some withdrawals, Tammy Lynn, and I showed the fentanyl truth. I show my fentanyl all the time. You okay, William? What's going on, honey?
No, I didn't get my treatment.
You look just as flustered and frustrated as me, dearest.
No.
William was actually telling me a story before I get off bullet point about July, because I done a psychological testing on the backup channel, and it worked. I knew it would work. I knew the brain of human people. I went to school. And around July, after we went to the swimming hole in June for William's birthday, I was sitting around outside. Long before I knew about STS's porch thing, nothing to do with that, I had decided to test yet again, the same way I used to, the personality of human behavior. Because I had no double-blind study, as it's called in psychology. I had no clinical setting to do this psychological test correctly. Or I would have. I wasn't able to psychological testing of human behavior of social media. That's what I was doing. Going about it the way I did technically what's called a blind study. That way I didn't inform anyone in the study of what I was doing. If you understand psychology, you'll understand what I'm talking about with the psychological brain, behavior, human brain test. The personality, behavior of human beings. And at the time, it didn't matter anyway, because I'd already made a video called Canon 666 against Shannon. I had already done that. And that was kind of in that chair right there. Standing up for Janie, standing up for Ricky's legs, standing up for the porch. That video is somewhere on the channel. I don't know what channel it's on. Where I'm in that chair, actually laughing, pranking, and named it Canon 666. And I didn't know that Shannon would take it that way, like she didn't know about my parody. It's irrelevant whether she done another parody or not. I didn't tell the internet why I dislike parodies. Because somebody killed themselves right in front of me, I assure you. Right in front of us. In drama class. But I didn't tell the internet that. And so I was going like everybody else. I wasn't doing anything different than anybody else. Standing up for Janie, standing up for the porch, or Ricky's legs, or some shit. Hell, I don't think I used Shannon's name. I just put Canon 666 or some shit like that. Some stupid, childish shit that I regret now. And that kind of set the center stage. Not knowing anything else was going on. For me to think back when I actually had a job working for psychological facilities. The way people reacted to that. I said, I'm scared for social media. Every time I go to the psychologist, I talk about, with my ex-colleagues, Region 8 or Region 9, we're talking about human behavior on social media. And how bad it is. You could be a smart person one day, real smart, no mental problems, but you're still going to react in a certain way to social media. If you've got everything going perfect in your life. There's no problems, you're not sick, your bills are paid, you like your house, you like where you live, you have a good family. Hey man, you're still going to behave to social media in a strange and odd, abnormal way. You just don't think you're doing it, probably. But we all are. The more mental illness you have, the more it changes the human brain and the hemispheres. All 4 of your lobes are changing with social media. It's a fact. And this is the kind of stuff I'd done years and years ago anyway. And I enjoyed it. I liked forensic psychology, understanding how to figure out the analytical part of the human brain. Why, in neuroscience, we do what we do. You know, nature versus nurture, the animal kingdom, studying the animal kingdom. We would study animals in psychology, and I'd be like, oh, I'll remember that, I'll never forget that, I'll never forget that. Watching the animals condition themselves much the same way human beings have on social media. That was my primary study, was the behavior of children, the behavior of the human brain as they change from the pituitary gland into adolescence, from abstract thinking to concrete thinking. Those are the kind of things that I paid so much attention to. Oh, so much so it drove my own brain in a jigsaw puzzle, because I wanted to understand myself, why I behaved and stayed in that wretched past of mine. When I took Psych 101, it was me. I said, this is it. This is the field I'm going to slip and flip my major to. I'm going in psychology because I see myself. And that's what I decided to do. I didn't tell anybody, or it would have corrupted the psychological study that I wanted to do. If I'd went and videoed, like I video everything else, and said, I'm going to do this August study on those people who can't stand me anyway, called the pirate ship. I'm just going to go after them and light them up, and then throw a few strangers in there and see what happens in the psychological study. That's exactly what Tammy Lynn did, and I didn't need nobody's permission. I just got the exact result as suspected. The exact result. The exact result happened. You see me go after Truthfully Trisha once or twice. That's part of a study. I'm sorry y'all don't understand that. Then I hit Trailer Park Barbie one time. And she unfollowed me and unfriended me, just like I told you you would. Yep. The consistency with Shannon moved out of the psychological study. That's true. Once me and Shannon hit a plateau in the psychological brain study, I said, well, this is moving in a different direction. So I dropped the study and just become myself with Shannon. That's what happened. That's true. I know how to do a psychological study. I'm not too far gone yet, people. It started out as a psychological testing of human behavior that I have degrees in. On my own YouTube channels. Testing social media statistics. That I'm badass good about, okay? Damn good at. And gave the data to the people that I talk about studying social media damnation of the human brain. Without any names being doxed. Just my YouTube channel, and they would figure out the other ones for themselves. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was give them my channel. So that they could see what the hell is going on, to add it to my colleagues, ex-colleagues, called Social Media Detrimentation for the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Psychiatry, number 6. I can do that. In confidence, I'm allowed to talk to ex-colleagues at Region 9 and Region 8, scattered abroad in the state of Mississippi. I'm allowed to go back and talk to Mississippi State Hospital about children. I'm allowed to go back to St. Dominic's if I want to and talk about psychology because I work there. And yes, hell I am. Region 8, Region 9, I'm allowed to call Boswell and give them facts about the adult situation of psychology via social media today. Because the 90s were the 90s. 2000s are the 2000s. We're in 2019 on a social media plateau of suicide, Jack. And I wanted to see the knowledge of the truth. So I done it on my backup channel. But I didn't give any statistical data out. No names, no states, no bullshit, nothing. Just the World Wide Web. Free YouTube use. No doxing had to be done. None. Everybody done a fine job doing it themselves. Okay? Shit. Now how many of y'all are smart enough to know who I've done that? You'll just judge me for that. You'll judge me for that intelligent study. Try to help you. Not harm you. Help you. So that the next time you go by the DSM-6, you'll see yourself in there as a free operational right here to help stop suicide. To help learn what medications you need to be on in psychology. You won't thank me, but you should. That's what I did on the Jack Boot channel. That's exactly what I was doing. With nobody's permission needed. It's a free clinical study. They do it every day. Called volunteers. Look it up. Psychological free studies. I just wanted to help social media see where they would get to, like this ramp today. Now I'm in the psychological study. This right here. Because I already gave it to them to watch, so don't worry about it. I already gave them this so they could watch it. I know what the fuck I'm doing. When I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I'll tell you I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Judge away. Tammy knows you will anyway. I know human brains. I know the human nature of people. That was my life, studying the brain of humanity. Much like your scientist you respect today. That's true. Too bad my name's ain't in the books. Because I work for nothing. I like to give, not take, like people think of me. I like to give. That was funny as shit, William. Oh my God, bruh. That's ridiculous, William. That's funny, though. Just to make that blatantly clear, it's a free clinical study. There's nothing wrong about what I did. Nothing at all. No doxings involved, no addresses are involved, no telephone numbers involved, and nobody reached out to you to damn your life, did they? No, they didn't. And it got out of hand with me and Shannon. And then I said, well, I know the date, wrote it down, faxed it, where the clinical study stopped. Where the actual clinical study for the DSM-6 to help my ex-colleagues in psychiatry, and the children's unit, and the adult unit, for your teens, and your 20s, and your 30s, and your 40s, and your 50s, and your 60s that you read every damn day. I knew the cutoff date between me and Shannon to stop the study. Wrote it down, faxed it to him to end the study. Because me and Shannon got out of hand, and I got out of hand, and Shannon got out of hand, and it was corrupted. It was no longer testable. It was no longer a purified study. It started to become too corrupted by everybody else knowing what the hell was going on. That's the nature of the internet. That was the nature of the internet. I knew I better stop this for myself, for Shannon, for her friends, for her family, for her children, the people around the pirate ship, even the people from STS, and they didn't even care. They didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have to ask nobody. But STS proved the same human behavioral truth too, in the same psychological study. Without even realizing, they weren't really in it. They proved it by my behavior last weekend. Didn't they? I asked you. I asked you my human behavior last weekend. Friday or Saturday or Monday. Going off about the porch. Did my psychology test work again? Yes, it did. Because I knew it anyway. And you people don't even understand psychology. You think you do. You think you do. You think you know me. You think you know my actions. You just judge my actions. But your psychologists and psychiatrists are doing this to y'all every damn day and you don't even know it. You are the reason there's a DSM book. Thank you very much. You and I are the reason the DSMs exist today. Wake up out of your damn comas. I may be a non-abled work individual, but I do the best I can to volunteer for psychiatry. You know that old song, you'll find out who your friends are? Yeah, that's easy for me. Did it my whole life. No introduction needed. Then I have to find out just how much truth behind it that I found out anyway. Did I not? You tell me I'm intelligent, or tell me I'm flat fucking stupid again. Just tell me. All it takes for this planet that don't know the human brain of psychology and psychiatry, when you think you do, just piss one person off, and all of a sudden, the ripple effect it's called will happen. Mark my word. Didn't it? Then we were studying the human behavior of drama and how people go toward it. Wasn't it true again about drama? All they have to do is look at these YouTube channels now and learn. So blame Phil McGraw for going to the courthouse and trying to ramp up cyberbullying for social media. Dr. Phil McGraw is involved in trying to make the DSM-6 correct for social media. Then you can blame this little old Raymond motherfucking idiot down here again, okay? For free. And call me stupid again, and retarded again, and mentally ill again, and crazy, and dumb, and stupid, and off bullet point. Shit. Next time you read the DSM-6, when it comes to social media, look it up, buttercups, in the DSM-5 as well. You'll start to read yourself, and why your doctor prescribes you a particular medication when you're addicted to social media. And why you're hating on social media, and your best friend commits suicide over social media bullying. Yeah. I kept saying I never hated Shannon. Kept saying I didn't hate anybody. I think I said it over and over. I love everyone right where they are, never where I want them to be. Please always remember to love me, hate me, tolerate me, or learn from me. Or click off and watch Captain Kangaroo. Love me, hate me, tolerate me, or learn something from me. There's no way to sue that shit. I've said it one too many times. One too many intelligent times I've said that to cover my own ass. Shit, people. Damn. But I proved the truth. Matter, glass, scoff, or mock. I did it, and it came true, people, again. Because last week was another test to test the fucking waters, man. Because I got sick and tired of reading shit in those envelopes that I have. Where people were sending me shit that y'all think I've lied about. No, I ain't lying about it. I got friends in higher places than you think I do across that river, okay? You don't know their jobs, and you never will. Every week I videoed about it. Another envelope came in, another envelope came in, another envelope came in, covering my life. All these people who attacked this family. We know every name of who you are and what you've done when you try to come after this little old Raymondite. I know how to cover my ass very well. Remember, I'm the daughter of a fugitive. I was testing human behavior for years on social media. And when I worked, I tested it too. That's what we did. That's why you have a DSM today, people. You think you woke up one day and had a psychological book? It's people like this bitch in this chair that helped you get a DSM. Clinical studies, volunteering, being a lab rat. Have you ever been a lab rat? Did you ever volunteer your brain for human studies, for psychology? Put your hand up. Or don't. Guarantee you didn't. You just sat around and went on the internet and made a StreamYard or a Google Hangout. Clinical study after clinical study after clinical study right here. For free. You ever been to the sleep clinics before and done a sleep clinical study? Raise your hand. You volunteer your services to find out why you have insomnia. Did you do that? Put your hand up. Or if not, shut the fuck up. Because mine's up. Alabama, sleep studies. Georgia, sleep studies. UMMC, sleep studies. To help you know why you're staying up like a night owl. Clocking on social media. I was part of human behavioral help with the planet. And you people made fun of me. So many of you made fun of me. It is so rhetorical to even talk about. It's not even pertinent information anymore. It's really not. I just decided to rant the shit out of it today and leave it alone. Let people be the judge for themselves. Where do you think you got the 3 brain rule from? The Marines. And more psychological studies. That's why you think best in 3s. If you don't, you think in 4s. Some brains can only think in 2 at one time. But normally, people go by lists. L-I-S-T-S. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. The human brain understands the even list. 20 tips today. Look it up on the internet. 20 tips to teach you why you can't sleep. I wonder why you have that. 5 steps to being a better you. Follow these 10 steps, and you'll gain the exact weight you need. 3 top lists today in the American music industry. I wonder when people run in the Olympics, there's 3 medals. You know the Olympics? God knows you do, I hope. You're running around the world today and you're like, the Olympics, it's time for the Olympics. And then you find out there's 3 places, right, for the winners. That is one thing I knew was the human brain and human behavior. And everybody proved it, just like you think I proved it. You just thought I didn't have any feelings behind it. You were wrong. I had plenty of feelings since social media began. Every social media site I did, MySpace, when it came out for human behavior and to connect with family and friends. Facebook, when it came out to study human behavior and connect with family and friends. Instagram, looking around on it for contact, people, and human behavior. YouTube, bada bing, bada boom, to find out the people, find your friends, or find out human behavior. That's what I did ever since social media began. Working or not working. Working or not working, wherever I lived. That was my whole intention for social media. I never missed studies, but it normally happens. If you're working at your job too much, you take your job home, right? If you get caught up too much with your colleagues, you'll bring them home with you, and you won't be able to sleep at night, right? That's the same thing I did. Studying my whole life, choosing social media for the right reasons, but it turning in to me being a part of the wrong reasons. It's a fact. And it's not up for debate or discussion what happened last week when I videoed and the outcome of it. You cannot deny it. You can try if you see my channel and you see their channels. You can never deny what I just said was true. You just see a trailer. You just see a woman in a chair. Yeah, in judgment upon my life, not knowing who the hell and what I love about humanity. Nope. I knew last night with Michelle I couldn't win. Either which way, like tic-tac-toe, unless you know how to play tic-tac-toe right. There's no strategy to try to understand what you're going to have to, what strategic move you've got to make to reach to make somebody love you. There isn't. There's no strategic move on social media for human behavior. It's just going to happen by human instinct because I believe in evolution too. I am a scientist, a musician, God damn, man, it's hard to explain who I am. Damn it, shit. It's too hard for YouTube. I didn't mean to get sick or I'd still be working my ass off. That's one thing I was good at was my jobs. Genetics got in the fucking way and environment got in the fucking way. For me. Good God almighty. How smart I really was. The intelligence surpasses the word intelligence for what I'd done in my life with a damnable fucking past. I was going to be better than anything imaginable. And I accomplished it with several degrees. I was teachable. Nobody can ever say I wasn't on YouTube. Never. There is nobody who's made fun of me who can't say, that weirdo in Raymond, we can't figure her out. She's intelligent. Now she's stupid. Now she's changed today. Now she's laughing. Now she's sad. Now she's complaining. Now it's her medical again. Now she's repeated that. Now she's done this. You got it right. Because you will never understand my human brain. Nor will I understand yours. This one is not a story.